Can you believe that it's already been 1 year since 49ers quarterback Brock Purdy entered the game against the Dolphins to take over for a injured Jimmy Garoppolo who broke his foot in the first quarter of the game against the Dolphins last year? I can't believe where time has gone. I literally cannot. How has it been a year? But we're going to do a little recap to kind of honor that game from Brock Purdy, where he came in against the Dolphins and proved to me in just one game that there was something special about this kid. I'll never forget it. I was in the stadium. I got to experience the whole situation and going from Jimmy to Brock in real time and watching the San Francisco 49ers not skip a beat against a very, very good Miami Dolphins team. Boy, was it a legendary experience. And honestly, I put it as the caption on my Instagram page right here that, on this date, basically a year ago, a legend was born when Brock Purdy stepped in against the Dolphins. Like a lot of that could be, just Instagram caption, right? Nah, Brock Purdy's doing some legendary things. What Brock Purdy is doing is unprecedented. It is never been done before. He has like people are still concerned and trying to figure out who he is, when he's going to fall off, blah blah blah. What is he? Is he elite? Is he? And bro, just take a step back and understand Brock Purdy's story, how he got here, and what he's doing since he stepped in this game against the Dolphins, and boy, has it been magical. So, you know what I want to do? I want to look back at some of the memories from that particular game. Obviously, I was there, so I was able to get a lot of really good shots and content. And, I'm not going to play the volume right now, but this was Brock Purdy's first career touchdown in general. And it went to Kyle Juszczyk out of the backfield. It was one of a Kyle Shanahan special. He designed and was able to get an open matchup with Juice versus the Dolphins, and Brock Purdy got it in. But this very next moment that I was able to capture on the Jumbotron at Levi's Stadium encapsulates the person and the energy and the dog that we get to see every time Brock Purdy steps on the field. This is Brock Purdy's reaction to his first career touchdown. We've seen it time and time again, whether it's the ice in the veins, whether it's the slime with Jennings. Um, his energy is something that is really, really important to his success as a quarterback, as someone where all the eyes are looking to this one central person to lead the entire group. Having this type of energy is so important in big moments when things go wrong to be able to stay calm and even keel. Brock has proven that this type of stuff, that's not a gimmick. This is him. That's BCB. Whatever you want to call him, whatever nickname you want to give him, that is Brock Purdy. And we saw on display after his first touchdown against the Dolphins. I mean, it's just been amazing to watch his journey up until now. I was just thinking about it because today being the 1 year anniversary since he stepped in against the Dolphins, I was like, man, I got to watch Brock Purdy's first 3 games in person. And they were there. That 3 game stretch, legendary. Coming in against the Dolphins, being able to continue to lead the San Francisco 49ers to a victory. In that game, he got thrown into the fire. The defenses were attacking him. They're throwing zero blitz at him. Then his first career start is the following week against Tom Brady and the Bucks, and he obliterates them, and then goes up north on a short week to Seattle with a broken rib and proceeds to clinch the NFC West. This ladies and gentlemen, whatever you want to define him as, whatever you want to call him, whatever your perception may be, there's one thing that stands true. Brock Purdy is what he has done in just 1 year is remarkable. It's legendary. It's stuff of that's why we always talk about, oh, there's going to be a Brock Purdy movie if he wins the Super Bowl, going from Mr. Irrelevant, third, fourth string. He was technically fourth string because you had Trey Lance, Jimmy Garoppolo, Nate Sudfeld at one point. He was a fourth string quarterback. Moves all the way up into the starting lineup due to injury and literally has not looked back. It's insane. That's why I like this type of stuff. I like this perspective, right? When everyone's trying to figure out and trying to project who Brock is, trying to like define him, just take a step back, understand where he came from, and enjoy the journey. And that's what's so special about Brock, man. He what he's been able to overcome in just one short, you just think about it. Let me say that out loud again. This is the 1 year anniversary from him entering in against the Dolphins. 1 year, 365 days. This guy has had an opportunity to be the 49ers starting quarterback. And what has he done with it? It's insane. It's insane. I'm running out of adjectives to describe what Brock Purdy has done in just 1 year's time. This was a comment that Garrison Hurst made on probably one of my Instagram posts from that particular game. And Garrison Hurst, 49ers legend running back, says he played with that dog in him. Respect his gangster. Go 49ers. That was Garrison Hurst after Brock Purdy's first real action. Obviously, you remember he did go in cleanup duty against the Chiefs. I think he had one drive and he threw a pick, but this was his first like real game time action, and he did not disappoint. Obviously, one of the really cool things too was his mom posted their reaction video kind of to Brock winning that game and doing all these just imagine their son in that moment. And they weren't there because they had no expectation that he was going to play. He was the backup, so they weren't there and they had to watch from their hometown. But just being able to see your son go out there and do special things has got to be an amazing feeling as a mom and dad. As you can see right here, she says, "We love you, Brock Purdy, and are so proud of you. Congratulations on your first win against the Dolphins. God bless you, 13. See you next week. Love, mom and dad." And honestly, Brock Purdy truthfully ran off this field a legend. Like, think about it. Think about where we are right now. Think about what Brock just did against the Philadelphia Eagles. Think about what Brock did against whoever, the Dallas Cowboys, beating Dallas in the playoffs, beating Seattle's. Absolutely. He's undefeated against Seattle, 4-0 against Seattle. What Brock has been able to do in just one short year of time has been a joy to watch. Being able to kind of grow along with him from afar, if that makes sense, being at all those games, uh, having to watch him go through the UCL surgery, questions about if he'll ever be able to play again, going to training camp, watching that whole situation play out, and being able to watch it with my own eyes and evaluate with my own eyes what I saw in training camp, to where he is today, man, I don't know how anyone could say anything bad about Brock Purdy. I don't. You might be able to find small critiques in his game because guess what? No player is perfect. All players have rooms and areas to improve, and there's no such thing as a perfect prospect. So I'm pretty I'm pretty happy with where we're at right now. I'm pretty thankful for Brock Purdy, and I'm glad I can make this video. I'm glad that I can kind of reminisce a little bit about Brock and where he's come from, his journey, and the fact that it's been 1 year to this day, and Brock has accomplished what he has in such a short period of time, being a young second year quarterback, last pick in the draft, Mr. Irrelevant, four stringer, makes the active roster out of training camp. 49ers cut a $2 million backup quarterback for him. And the rest is history ever since he entered that Dolphins game. I said it at the beginning of the season that I do. And when Trey was here, I felt that Brock should have been the starter, especially after training camp. But my question that remained for me personally was, is Brock Purdy the 49ers franchise quarterback? And the answer is clear to me as we sit here, whatever week it is, week 13, week 12, week 14, whatever it is, I'm losing track of time. Brock Purdy is a franchise quarterback, in my opinion. He's earned that right. And that was something I wasn't going to give to him either. I thought he deserved to be the starter, but that didn't mean I thought that he was the franchise guy just yet. That's something that you have to earn, regardless of who you are, what you've done. You have to earn that right. And Brock has earned it and done much, much more. So I have all the faith in the world in Brock. Literally, I don't think there's anything right now that could shake my confidence, my belief in him and what he's capable of. And the fact that he has the opportunity to continue to improve, continue to get better, and that he's completely healed from this, what appears to completely have healed from the UCL surgery that almost took his career in such a dramatic fashion in Philadelphia. And the 49ers just played. Like, bro, the 49ers just played Philadelphia yesterday where he tore his UCL. Today is the 1 year anniversary of him getting in against the Dolphins. I mean, it's been such a wild, wild journey. But the thing is that he's not done. He's just getting started. And that is such a phenomenal place to be right now as a San Francisco 49er fan. As someone who appreciates quality football, regardless of jersey or colors or name. And that's what Brock gives to us. He gives us good football. He is a great ambassador for this team, for this franchise. He's an amazing leader, and he's a great quarterback. In the San Francisco 49ers, 1 year to the day of him entering and being thrust into this role to save the San Francisco 49ers' hopes, he is the franchise quarterback. And I want to make that clear. Brock Purdy is the San Francisco 49ers franchise quarterback from here on out. Now, what are your thoughts on all of this stuff on Brock Purdy already being a year? Do you feel the same way that I do? Are you still impatient or not impatient, but not necessarily ready to call him a franchise quarterback? I want to know what you guys think. Let me know what you feel about Brock Purdy, and also let me know what your favorite Brock Purdy memory is so far now that we've seen him play for a year on the nose. Let me know in the comments below. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.